So you guys are at Oleg's. You rested. Roll for weather and all that.
Hazard. Let's go 400 tomorrow.
Yeah, so I guess probably anyone who's trained in it roll survival check.
Trained in survival?
Yeah.
I don't know what I got, but I would use the hero point if I need one.
You don't. You.
All right.
Yeah, you could sense this coming the night before. That there's a cold snap coming, and basically would be able to kind of warn people and make sure that to prepare. Yeah, make sure to prepare, like just wear some warmer clothes, stuff like that.
Put on your long pants today, boys.
And I think your plan was to head out today, right? I don't know if you guys had, were you going towards the Fangberry thickets?
Going for the boar?
Boar.
Head southwest, finish mapping those 2 hexes that we have green instead of blue. And then I think somewhere around that second hex is where we're expecting a boar, I think.
Yeah. So as you guys come down, come from your rooms and into the main dining area where you're eating, you notice there's like a new person there. So yeah, you see him talking to Svetlana, and she's giving him some food. It looks like he's kind of weather worn, probably just arrived, pretty wet, and looks like he's been traveling for a bit. And then a few minutes later, Svetlana comes over to you guys and brings you some food, starts setting it out, and you notice this guy is kind of pretty openly like just staring at you guys with curiosity.
Probably ask Svetlana about him.
Yeah, when she notices like you noticing him, she's like, oh, she says, that's his name is Jod. He noticed I was in good mood today because my ring, and he was asking about it, and I, sort of let it slip that you guys got it back for me, and he was very interested and asked questions about you guys, if you adventuring, and he wanted me to, see if you would be willing to talk to him. And I guess he's some sort of druid or religious fanatic. He's on a mission from his god, but I told him that I would ask you guys first before letting him bother you.
You can certainly hear the man out, right?
Why not?
I'd say we
No
go
promise to act further, but
at least say hello.
So she says, okay, I'll tell him to wait till you're done eating, and then you can hear him out. And you guys finish up your meal, and he kind of wanders over and kind of greets you a little nervously. It seems like, hello, my name is Jod Kavkin. I'm a druid of Iristil, and I was wondering, I've heard so many good deeds, or so much about the things you've been doing here. You got driving off the bandits and such, and she says that you guys you have a charter from the sword lords in Rostov and Brevoy to kind of drive out the banditry here, and you're kind of trying to civilize these lands. He says, while you're doing so, I was wondering if I have been called by my god Iristil. I've been gifted with some visions, and I feel a pull, and I feel I'm close. I believe that there's a lost temple of Aristill here in these lands. Kind of lies. I feel the pulse to the south, in the forests of the Gnarl Marches. He's like, I feel I've been called, and my God wants me to reconsecrate it. And he's like, and he kind of gestures towards himself. He's like, I'm not, the outdoorsy adventuring type, and in my visions and my dreams that Aristill has revealed to me that there's a large bear guarding the site. It's something not quite right about the bear. If you come across this temple, it's a temple of the elk god, Aristill, and deal with this bear and escort me there, I will, be able to consecrate it. If you find this temple and clear out that bear that's guarding it.
Can we ask him if he has a map of the area? If he can kind of show us generally where he thinks it is?
He's like, unfortunately, I don't.
Gnarl Marches is a big threat.
Yeah.
And what would this be worth to you?
He says, well, I've traveled so far. I hail from Galt, which is pretty far away. Past like Numeria, and I don't have much, but I would agree to provide any healing or any other sort of nature magic to you that I could provide.
And what about the things inside of this special place?
What do you mean, like
If there's value, it's like what did he call it?
it's a temple.
Church or a temple?
Yeah, it's a long lost temple.
If there's things inside of this temple that are of high value.
Well, I mean, those would belong to Aristill. I mean, although in my visions, this temple seems to be pretty worn down, like abandoned. Anything there probably would be older. It's not something that is for Aristill. Then I have no interest in it.
I think Oksana will kind of turn to the group and shrug. They're like, well, I guess if we come across it,
Yeah, I mean, like,
we'll let you know.
we don't really have a spot to go looking for it, but yeah, if we find it, we'll leave word here with the trader, the merchant. If he thinks it's in the Gnarl Marshes, that's it's still quite a ways for us, but as we work that way, we will certainly.
Yeah, or the forests near it. He believes it's south somewhere in the forests. Before,
Gotcha.
by the Gnarl Marches.
Yeah, we can.
He just feels the pull to the southwest area.
So I think Oksana would be a little suspicious, but try not to show it. Would want to do, I think,
You want to do like
perception check. And it's like he telling the truth.
yeah.
Or,
There's let me switch over here to the battle mat. Let me see. I don't.
It's probably there.
I think it's society or perception. Let me. Roxana. There's a sense motive in the +6. I just wanted to see I rolled that for you. It's wisdom. Okay, so yeah, it is a perception check. Delete that one if you wanted to just roll a perception check, because I don't have a token for him.
There we go. Nice.
On the ball tonight.
Yeah.
Get all the high numbers out of the way. So when it comes to combat, that's where it counts.
Yeah, he seems a little odd in, like, you know, when he talks about like where he's come from, or, you know, his home or whatever. He tends to get a little weird, but you do like sense in him like you know, like he believes, you know, these visions that he's seeing are you know, he's being honest about that. Like he's very eager to talk about that, seems to be honest about it, and kind of, you know, worried because he's anxious to get this done. It's something his god has told him, like, hey, I want you to do this, and he's like, okay, you know, but you're also telling me that there's
go wrestle a bear.
Go wrestle a bear, you know, type of thing. It's not in my wheelhouse. But you're not getting any, like,
They're trying to send us to an ambush or something.
yeah, like bad vibes, like he's super dishonest about that or anything. Like, you know, everyone would have something that they're like, you know. When you asked him about home, he got a little weird, a little eager to change the subject. But other than that, you know, he, as far as this temple and his visions, he seems genuinely concerned and everything.
Yeah.
So,
unless we have any more questions for him, I think it's
yeah, he's
sort of thing.
His ultimate. He's like, my ultimate goal is to set up, you know, to consecrate that temple, and then, you know, perhaps set up there as a temple for Aristil. And so you did roll a religion check.
Yeah, I got 21 at full fat on the perception.
Lucky.
So yeah, Aristil is, you know it to be like a nature god, and I'm like basically horn god of the hunt. Very common in like rural communities. Kind of also referred as Old Deadeye, but is considered kind of like, you know, one of the more peaceful gods. Like that's what they want. Their edicts are like keep the peace, care for your home and your family, protect your community.
The Deadeye reference.
Hunting, farming,
hunter.
family. Yeah.
Yeah. A Deadeye with a bow.
Kind of a god of like, yeah, family, hunting, farming. So it doesn't raise any hackles of like, yeah, that's a necromancer god that believes in, you know, slaughtering people by the thousands and then raising them as undead.
Cool.
So you guys want to set out? Where is it you wanted to? You said you wanted to go.
Oh, let me make my traveling check.
Yeah, your survival check.
Yeah. The survival thing for me. 4.
That's weird. I wonder. You just click survival in your character sheet?
I did not. I clicked it in the chat from earlier.
Oh, okay. That's why I was like, why is it saying failure? Like, how does it know what the DC is? But that's fine. I'm just gonna look at the number, not the.
I would probably not use even if I fail, I probably would not use a hero point on that check. It just means we get 4 actions instead of 6 actions for the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's totally fine.
So
We would only have 2 if we were on foot. What's that?
So I would probably go to the group and be like, if this guy came from 500 miles away, like, how is he funding that? Like, he must have a sponsor, like, otherwise he's got a lot of money. Seems a little off.
Do you ask him about it?
I got.
No, I was just like, after we left him, I'd be like, that's what was kind of fishy to me. Like,
I was getting the idea like he was some itinerant priest, like a guy basically begging his way along.
Yeah, basically, like he would tell you, I've traveled far, and the money that I've had has been
relying
spent.
on charity.
Yeah, his God has provided travel with caravans and things like that. Like just
that was the vibe I was getting. I mean, I could be totally off.
Yeah,
but yeah, like
that's the vibe you would get to when he was talking about it.
Okay. That's the thing. He got on a ship and like they don't like stowaways on ships. Like.
Yeah, he has some, but he's like, I don't have riches to offer you. Like the little money I have is enough to get me by.
Okay. Being in the graces of somebody who's been sent by God is kind of not a bad thing in and of itself. Yeah, I'm not a follower of Aristotle, but I'm definitely a follower of another nature God. Like, we're on the same page. Like, having him in, not quite in our pocket, but like, having him owe us a favor is not going to be a bad thing. Especially if we're trying to set up in the neighborhood, we can make use of his his shrine, his temple to help, like, bless our crops or whatever. Like, they can send out missionaries to our villages to aid with that sort of stuff.
So as far as the travel, you feel like with this weather and the cold and stuff, it's going to affect you, your travel speed, to not really be able to get the maximum out of it. So you would have like 4 actions.
Gotcha.
For this day.
That's totally acceptable.
So the first 2 you want to move into this hex?
Yeah, move into that hex. And then I believe we have already
you have reconnoitered it, yeah.
Reconnoitered, thank you. Yeah. We've reconnoitered it. Spend the other 2 actions to map it. And that'd be, I think, our 4 for the day. 'Cause, right, the trees are the forest is a difficult terrain.
Yeah.
For activity.
So you do map it.
Camp time.
And then camp time. So yeah, you guys go ahead and roll your survival to find a good spot for a campsite.
That I will hero point. Yeah, better. Is make twice as good.
Let's change that to success. I'm gonna put Lindsay in the tell campfire story. I imagine you guys are taking Lindsay and Valerie.
Yeah. I think
There
I
you
can
go.
take over organizing the watch if
I can do this.
Lindsay's having a conflict.
I think the reason we weren't doing that one is it does require an expert in perception. Are you an expert now?
Which I am now expert at level 3.
So just remember, it's like per round you could do one thing. So you did the set up the camp.
Yeah.
So then for the first round, who wants to do what? Do you want to cook the meal, or do you want to organize watch?
I'll cook the meal in the second one.
Okay. Anybody want to hunt and gather or camouflage the website if you're trained in survival or stealth? Well, I think
I can do the stealth.
Stealth. Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll for the stealth on there, and I'll have Lindsay roll performance. Success.
It's the best watch schedule rotation anybody's ever come up with.
Oh yeah.
Meow.
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 Yeah, everyone gets a +2 status bonus to perception checks during your shift on watch. So, yeah, you find it's just like Codon. You find it's just a little hard to find it a little bit hard to concentrate. So then the second round, those are done. Then you want to do cook meal.
He can try camouflaging again, I think, right? I believe he can keep trying until it either succeeds or we're out of time.
Yeah, if you wanted to try it again
Sure.
on this round, I'll just put it to. There we go. She can now bolster confidence, so I'll add that in there.
Lindsay can do that.
Yeah. And
That's cool. Does
Valerie
qualify for anything new?
maintain armor if she is expert in craft, which
That's a good one.
Yeah.
She'd probably want to maintain her own armor since she's our tank.
No one else is doing anything else this other than cooking the meal, right? So
I don't believe so.
Go ahead and roll your survival on the basic meal or the hearty meal, whichever one you're going to cook.
What are the DCs different between the basic and the hearty?
DC for the hearty is DC 14 lore or DC 16 survival. Basic meal is... Why is the basic meal more? DC 18 cooking lore or DC 22 survival?
So the hearty meal is actually easier.
Yeah, that's weird.
What are the bonuses? Or are there not bonuses on these two meals?
On a critical success, hit points for the basic meal, critical success, anyone who eats it recovers hit points equal to their constitution modifier multiplied by twice their level when they rest during this camping session instead of the normal amount, and they gain a +1 status bonus to all saving throws until they complete their daily preparations. So it's like basically if there's a random encounter in the overnight. A regular success, that's a critical, and then it's a +1 to status bonus. You don't get to double your level. For the hearty meal, critical success is a +1 status for the next 3 saving throws they attempt during the next 24 hours. Or a regular success is a +1 status bonus to the next 1 saving throw for the next 24 hours. So that one's like hearty meals is like more long-term effect.
Yeah, sounds better and is easier. So definitely gonna make sure I'm clicking on the one I think I'm clicking on right here. Critical success, baby. Everybody, we're eating hearty. So we get a +1 on the next 3 saving throws. Sometime in the next 24 hours of the next game day.
Yep.
Next in-game day. Nice. Don't forget your bonus.
As you guys are resting, how about everyone just roll me a d20. So Oksana, on your turn for camping, roll me, or your watch, Roll me here, let me switch scenes real quick so you can select your own character.
Oof, rolled terribly. Wow.
You do have hero points. You wanna?
Yeah, I'm gonna use one and re-roll that because that was a 3. So
Right click on. There you go.
oh my god, and I got a fucking 4. Jesus. All right, 12. 12 it is.
You don't hear anything. I'm just gonna kind of put you guys in tents. Oh, sorry. And Oksana, you're up. Keeping watch when suddenly an arrow flies out towards you. We'll see if that hits you. But let's roll initiative here. Give me a sec. Alright, so Lindsay, sleeping.
I'm sleeping. If it's on me, oh, maybe it's not on me. Maybe it's on something else.
Yeah, it's on something else as an arrow comes flying out.
Your secret rolling.
And hits Oksana.
Roxana.
For 5 damage. And that and another one kind of goes off into the tent. Claw. I would imagine, Oksana, you got hit by an arrow, you would cry out.
Yeah, I'd be. We're under attack. Oh my god.
Did you mean to end your turn, Claw?
I was assuming I was asleep. If I am not, thank you for backing up. Me and my wolf are going to dart out the back of my tent.
I would say one action to get up. You know what I mean? Like you're
Okay.
sleeping, like get up out and then start moving.
Sure. I have dark vision, and my wolf and I both have imprecise scent. Do we have any idea where somebody that isn't us is?
So with
Do
your
I see
in
movement? Do I smell somebody?
with your imprecise scent, you would give me, I think, a survival check, or let me look, perception check.
Oh, I see all sorts of people apparently. Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, you're smelling some people. They are, I think, still kind of hidden, but you can sense that they're in that. Like, you know about where they are. I think they would still be hidden to you if you.
There you go. Yeah, now they're just thumbprints. They're now wait. So movement though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
And then with your lighting up, they would no longer be.
Oh, yeah. I would not have. Sorry, I would not have been.
Is it an action to light yourself up, or?
The shed light. I mean, I wouldn't have been doing it while I was sleeping.
Yeah. That's why I was like, is it an action to activate it, or is it like just?
I glow with a magical luminescence. I naturally shed light as a torch. Blah blah blah. I can extinguish, rekindle, or change the color using a single action, which has to concentrate. Great. But yeah, I would have shut it off before I went to sleep. Like, I'm not gonna sleep with a fucking my ass on fire. Out of the darkness with a bite.
So I'm gonna take him off. Well, I'll take that guy off from hidden to concealed, because being that close to him, you would know.
That was the 20 there was for the flat DC.
Yeah.
And then 4 points of damage. Snarly Snarl. And I do not have any action economy left. Now I am. Unless the bandits have some sort of fantastic in the dark vision. They just heard snarly snarl and one of their dudes yelping in the dark.
Yeah. This guy's gonna get away from the snarling into the light. And it's gonna take him all 3 actions to kind of get up by Oksana. He's coming at Oksana with a sword and Kodon.
Okay.
You hear the growling, barking. So it'd be an action to like basically get up,
Okay.
and then
I will spend an action. Is that an action just to get up, or an action to get up and move?
just to get up.
Okay.
And then-
So I spend an action to get up, and then I will peek out.
I don't
see
think
this.
you wear any armor, right?
I think the only one that's going to have that problem, again, I don't think any of us wear armor, would be Penny, who's not here, or Valerie.
Yeah. I'm gonna take her armor off. So yeah,
Anyway,
you see
so
one guy menacingly in the camp facing up with Oksana.
I will tell with my last action point, I will tell my pestilence to take its turn. And it will instead charge. Charge! And then hoof him. Hoofadoof. Hoofadoof.
Oh, look at that.
Critical hoofed. It's unfortunate the hoofing is not a... Okay, so I'm gonna hit it again. And...
I don't know why that's...
Oops. That was critical miss. I didn't hit the map anyway, but even without the map, that was a critical miss, so...
Valerie's gonna get up,
Good pestilence.
grab her sword, and she does. Because it's, she's cuddling it. He's gonna come out. I think she can just move through pestilence, yeah. These bandits don't know what hit them. So that's move. Get up, move, attack. That's Valerie. Oksana. You don't really see. I'm going to put this guy. It's hidden to you. You heard some snarling. You saw probably Claw and Fang rush off and hear some snarling out in the forest. You know that the arrow came from that direction as well. Hold on a second if you're talking. So yeah. Sorry, I had you muted because there was noise. And I couldn't hear Sean. So yeah, you know that there's guys out here, but you can't really see because it's dark.
Do I know general direction?
Yeah, you would know to like the southwest.
Okay.
Like down in this direction.
So then what I would do is I would go, in that direction and as far as I could see, then I would cast light. So, but I'd want to do that kind of, over here. So I don't know if I need to I guess I can undo it here, I guess.
Yeah, and then I can...
How do I do that? location.
I'll do it. Just put on the map where you want it to be.
Okay. I was kind of like more like the edge of my side, kind of way over here is where I'm assuming I had to be able to kind of generally see the location.
You just want normal light or any specific color?
Just normal light.
Is that a good spot, or did you want it somewhere else?
I'd probably want it to go, I think, maybe a little bit more like over here near these stumps.
Because I think you can cast it at 120 feet, right?
Yeah, I could go a super long way. That's right. So
yeah, you cast a light spell, and you got 2 movements, or
that's 2. And so then, do I see anybody there then?
yeah, they would no longer be hidden.
Okay. And then I'm gonna cast shield on myself, I guess. So, and that's gonna be my last thing. And then I'm done.
Alright, Lindsay is gonna get up, move out here, and inspire you guys. You can do it. Alright, this guy is gonna see this big skeleton horse and not really like that thing.
See a big skeleton thing and you attack it? What is wrong with him?
He just saw it like knock his friend in the head.
And that gave him the thought of attacking it? That's a...
Yeah, I'm pretty far away.
It's not right in the head. That's somebody whose mother did not teach them common sense.
And then the common sense is going to start to kick in, and he's going to start backing off. That's his turn. I think you kind of step out away from that light a little bit. And Claw, you are up again. You can now see a little better with this light.
Alright, let's see what we got going on. Other guy kind of fucked off. This guy here. This guy here. We are gonna do.
He's a little bit in the dark, stepped more in the dark in the bushes, but he's still there. He's not with the energy of like, I'm running away.
Nope.
More of the energy
I'm
of
just
like,
the guy in front of me for the moment. Oh yeah. That's above average, I'll take that. Excellent. My remaining 2, my final action I give to the wolf to take his 2. Who's darting after this guy.
hold on real quick before you attack. There you go. You guys did get a hero point a
That's
little bit ago.
fine.
Hold on.
I'm assuming, a connection with my familiar here, or my companion. So I should know which direction that came from. Which direction did that come from? Was that right here or down here? Or up here?
Down to the south.
Down to the south, okay.
Down.
So I'm going to hop onto my ride. Pimp my ride! And going to tell him to fly.
Can you not see? Can you not see over here?
No, it's still grayed out. Oh, I went the wrong direction.
Yeah, it's just making
South,
sure.
you meant south that way.
It's 35, so you'd be able to
Okay.
go 70 feet, right?
So, about right where I'm at.
Yep.
I will shield up.
She's pretty much just going to use her action to sprint to there. Oksana, you are up.
Do I think there's other bad guys outside of kind of what's to the southwest of me? Or I don't know.
The only other one you saw was this guy. Like, you lit up the area, and then you saw Claw Needle Dart one and kill it, and go to chase down the other one who shot at the horse.
I am gonna cast light.
Cast it again.
Cast it again here. So kind of south and a little bit east. Yep. And we don't see anybody there. And then I'm gonna cast it then.
Well, it's 2 actions to cast light.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, it is okay. Okay.
It's 1 action if you want to move your light. If you want to move it, I think it's 1 action to sustain and move it.
Okay.
You can move that second one you just cast, move it to wherever you were about to cast the third one.
I think you
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna move it over
60
here.
feet.
Yeah, so kind of northwest, so that I get to see if there's anything over here. You know.
Yeah, you can move it up to there.
Okay. All right, we don't see anybody.
Yeah, as you're like moving this light around the outside perimeter, like it's kind of scanning for targets. You're not seeing any.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be. I don't think there's anything else I can do, so I'll leave it at that.
Lindsay will, and she'll encourage you guys. She'll encourage violence. Get that mother.
I'm ungovernable.
Alright, this guy sees two of you coming up on him. More people come. He drops his bow, pulls out his sword.
Doesn't have to end like this, bruh.
Trying to get him to surrender.
I mean, I'll certainly leave the option open to him if he's like, I know it's not my turn. I can't do a whole lot of.
I think it's
talking,
on your
but-
turn. You'd have to like do that. He's gonna try to strike at you.
Especially everybody's running up. Like I think he's gonna see that's his. But
Oh, that one's wrong.
right.
No, that doesn't count. Oh, it's a miss. I'll leave it. I did the plus. I didn't do map, so I would have missed.
We're forgetting the map tonight.
Yeah. And then
But missing anyway.
that's his turn because he drew his sword, swung twice. Claw. Now, if you want to.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna wait a
Persuade him.
whole. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait a whole round. So, and realistically, what are we gonna do? Like, we know there's bandits in the area. We know who they work for. We're just gonna kill them anyway. So, I haven't targeted. Rinse and repeat. Needle dart. Sure. Alright, that's a hit.
Looking
With the
good.
map this time. Misses, and that is
Hold on.
I am going to charge! Which should induce fear if I hit.
If you moved one more, which you definitely have space to, you'd be flanking.
Just flanking. Good call.
Bada-bum.
Oh, but it puts him outside the Courageous Anthem. It's worth it, but
No, he's
that's a
still
bummer.
in it. He's
Oh, is the horse out of it? Maybe. I saw it drop off of somebody.
maybe.
I saw, yeah, like you can see the
Yeah, it's the
condition going
horse.
on and off. Like,
It's the horse.
It's the horse.
Yeah.
Why is
Gotcha.
the horse out of it? Just because it's
But
large?
I think the Courageous
far.
Anthem gives you +1.
Yeah, whereas flanking is a 2-point penalty to their armor class is definitely the better trade, but
And I will use Divine Lance.
That hits.
God, that was a lousy roll.
You scared him to death.
But I scared him to death, which is good enough. Ha 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 ha!
You guys take
Headless Horseman strikes again.
a few minutes, kind of looking around, see if anyone else is around, and it seems like they were. That was the last of them.
yay. They have some money on them. They have healing potions on them. I can carry that stuff around on my wolf if nobody else wants it, but like I am very tiny.
I wouldn't mind stashing these composite bows, right? Like maybe we can get what's his name to sell it for us or something.
Oleg.
Yeah. All right.
That was fun, guys.
Yeah, that was exciting.
So yeah,
Go
you
back to bed.
you go back to bed, finish your rest. Right. Got that one mapped. You guys, you want to roll your survival check to see.
Please. Oh no. I think I needed a 15, I think.
No, 14 is.
Ah, alright.
Alright, so yeah, you guys move here. That's 2 actions.
Map it.
Then map it. So give me a survival check to map it. Much better. So yeah, it's mapped. So you have 2 more. Alright, you move into here. And then we're camping. You guys wake up. It's still rainy. It's a lot of rain. A lot of rain lately. But at least it's not the cold snap. And no random encounters. Okay, so you guys wake up well rested. Got your effects, and that's the survival check. Yep. You're still moving at 60. So, I imagine you want to reconnoiter now. This map or this hex. Kind of look around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were exploring everything anyway, but we're also expecting to find a boar somewhere in the vicinity.
Somewhere in this, yeah. So that is reconnoitered.
Okay. Do we find signs of a boar in the vicinity? A big one. Boy, big enough that people have heard of him. He has a name.
Give me a flat check, somebody. So as you guys are looking around, you are definitely picking up signs of, like, you know, boar activity, and kind of follow them in. And pretty soon you come up and give me a perception check. And everybody can do this. there you see like start coming across looks like it's been trampled, like an area that looks like it's been trampled a lot, and you're seeing like a lot of like bones, just kind of littered with bones, and it starts getting thicker and thicker. And Claw and Oksana, you guys start hearing some animal like grunting sounds, and you come across a large fallen pine tree. Kind of makes it like it's fallen up against the side of like a rock or something, makes it look like it's a little bit of a shelter. It doesn't have a map for this specific one, so we'll just use our battle mat. We'll say like this is like a big fallen tree, branches. It's up against another tree post here, kind of creating a triangle thing, almost like a cave. Its branches are pretty thick, but you see movement in there. And as you guys kind of approach up, are you trying to, as you start seeing the skeletons, and are you guys going to try to sneak up, keep Valerie?
So
Valerie and Codon, I would imagine, kind of hanging back a bit if you're going to do
Definitely
that.
hang back. Until
I would like to use my new feat
Yeah, what's that?
that I got at level 3 called Quiet Allies. I am skilled at moving with a group. When I am avoiding notice and my allies follow an expert, you and those allies can roll a single stealth check using the lowest modifier instead of everyone rolling separately.
Okay, so that would be whatever creature has the lowest stealth. Valerie's stealth is a +1. So she will roll.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Very nice.
Now, it turns out that our precautions were unneeded, but that's now the roll for the group. We all got a 21 on our stealth check.
All right, so yeah, you guys are sneaking up, and you see
13 kitty.
movement around, and then you see this boar, pretty large boar. It's got a distinctive green bristles on his face, and it kind of pokes out.
That sure does look like a boar.
Yep. And you see it kind of rooting around in the
So I expected it to be bigger.
for a boar. It's pretty big, but
It's
still a medium,
not small.
medium creature. Yeah.
It's not small. I expected it to be a large size, like 2x2.
And you guys are able to
Yeah,
get
that
up
was
close enough to get an eyeball on it. And what do you want to do?
We want to try to get closer. Do we want to just take it from here and let it come to us?
I mean, we're all in a group. I mean, I would say we should spread out a little
60
bit.
feet? Yeah, it's within my range.
Yeah, I mean, I could do phase bolt at 60, or needle dart, sorry, at 60.
Okay. Do we want to all move up a little bit then? Like 10 feet closer? Does that get everybody in range?
I will say it is 10 after 8. I don't know how everyone else is on time. Yeah, it would be a good stopping point if we wanted to wait for Reapin.
Okay.
Everyone else okay next week? I didn't even... Awesome.
Okay.
Well, thanks, guys. It was fun.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, it was fun, Joe.
We're
Thank
gonna
you
be
for
eating more
running.
tonight.